All right, y'all. So I want to talk to you guys today about how I define value because it'll simplify your life so much in the sense of what you should be dedicating each part of your day to. Because I hear from a lot of influencers and just people in general where they tell you you should just do this only if it provides you value, or that's not providing you value, you shouldn't be doing that. And yeah, you could go on Google, you could see that there's a definition out there, but it's hard to really measure easily how to define value. So that's what I help you guys out with today, and I'll give you some examples of how I applied it in my life. So there's 4 pillars to it, right? It's going to be your energy. It's something worth your energy, effort, time, and sometimes your money. Okay. So starting with energy. Energy is your state of being. So think about how you are when you're just by your lonesome, right? There's just nobody around you. No one's questioning you. There's no one to answer to. No one cares how you're dressed, how you look, right? You feel very comfortable. Like your energy is just at a very calm state of mind, right? You're just very calm, right? There's nothing to bother you. There's nothing that would change your energy either to evolve, upward or retrogress. And then think about how you are when you're around people you're close to, like your friends, right? Like, when I mean friends, I mean like your close friends. You know, I mentioned like brothers for me, right? Like my brothers. There's just an understanding of how I am. There's an understanding how we all are. And there's an acceptance and there's a love, right? So no matter what we say, no matter what we do, like anything goes. So my energy is super high when I'm around them because of that, because it's just so comfortable. We're on this pretty much similar places in life and it's just a good time. So that's an example of that. And then think about when you're in a setting where you're around people you don't want to be around, or let's say you're at a party, or you're even at work even, and you have coworkers you don't like, right? Or if you have a boss you don't really see eye to eye with, your energy is going to be, lower. So, and granted at work, I mean, you can't always just you could just quit your job, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Like it's not a healthy environment when you're around people that are draining your energy, because you won't be able to maximize, your efforts because you're just not in a good place energy wise. So that's that. Effort is the second part. So effort would be, not tangible, but more, attributes of yourself that you are expressing. So think about it. I'll go back to like the example with my friends. My energy's, like I said, my energy's gonna be high. So my efforts into the conversations, seeing like how my friends are doing, just playing around with each other. My body language is gonna be more up in, engaged. I'm gonna be listening thoroughly. Like sometimes, people hear you, but they don't really like listen to you. I think there's a difference between that as well, which I'll talk at a future point. But, listening, like everything that's being registered words-wise is actually going into your head because you truly care about what they're saying. So that's your effort, right? If you feel like you're making an effort because it's just natural, then that's another example of how something's providing value to you. And then typically if those first two are aligned, which they typically will be, then it'll obviously be worth your time. And then the last one is sometimes money, because not every time you do something is going to involve your money. Sometimes it will, right? So I'll just give you an example. If it's like, going back to the example with my friends, or actually just even seeing my parents, right? I'll give that a better idea, because I live here in Scottsdale, my parents live in Chandler. It's nice to see them, I feel like I'm getting older, my parents are getting older, and it's not like I'm spending any money to go see them, but because I can drive 35 minutes down to go see them. But yeah, that's just an example of, that's still providing me value because I didn't require any money. But let's say it's a friend's birthday, like not just a friend, like one of my brother's birthdays, and we're all going out for his birthday, wherever we're going, to a club or a bar or whatever. Like that is like that, you're going to spend money, obviously, right? One, you're going to get probably a present for your friend, right? And then you're also going to, I keep saying friend, but I mean brother, because I don't want to like get that mixed, like they really are my brothers. Spending money on a gift for them because you care about them so deeply. And then, you go out to buy them a drink as well, whatever the case. Like that is a good use of time. That's money well spent as well. And another example, I gave this example in one of my previous videos as well, but just investing into your education, right? Like I'm in tech, right? I'm a software engineer. There's new skills I want to develop that I know that'll help progress my career. So I invested money into a course, and that's worth my energy. That's worth the effort that I'll put into it. It's worth my time, and it's worth the money spent. So it makes it very simple when you define it by those 4 pillars, because those are the 4 main points to what will ultimately make you feel happy, understood, and at a state of being where you're always going to feel fulfilled, right? Like those 4 things will always make you feel fulfilled if they are being met. You know that feeling you get in your stomach when you know something isn't for you, right? You just know it, but you're in that environment, but you're like, this isn't for me. Listen to that feeling. Like if you really know deep down, if you get to a point where you know yourself, you will understand what I'm saying. So that's very important to get that. But I want you all to look at this and think about what you do in a day-to-day routine and figure out, based off this new definition, where are you receiving value? And then if you're not, identify what part of these 4 pillars that's making you not receive the value that you think you deserve. And if there's a way to correct that in that environment, by all means do that first before just stepping away for a second. Make sure that you can really, see it through. Make sure that okay, if it's not being met, maybe understand why one of the 4 pillars is not being met and see what can be corrected, whether it's something that you can correct or if it's someone in that environment that you can talk to help you retrieve the value that you're looking for. Because I don't believe in just giving up, the first time through. Like if something, obviously if someone's just giving you all signs that something's not providing value, do that. But if you feel like there's something there, but there's just a little part that's missing, dive into that and see maybe how this can get better. I think that's always important too. Don't just give up there. And I also wanted to mention that because the reason why I want you guys to do this is we go through life. We're very routine. We're creatures of habit. So we do the same things a lot without asking ourselves if this is providing us value. And for the reason I mentioned in the beginning of this video is because it's really hard to measure it. But with these 4 pillars, you'll actually understand that. And by actually understanding if it is or not, then figure out what you can replace that with something that's not providing you value. See what you can replace it with that will provide you value. Because, as you get older, right, it feels like the days, 24 hours goes by so fast that before you know it, years have passed of you just doing the same thing, knowing something's not providing you value, but you can't really pinpoint what that is. And then you just kind of keep doing the same things rather than addressing it and then add something else into your life that will provide you value. Fill in, think of it as time slots, right? At this time of the day, you do this. At this time of the day, you're doing that. And they're all providing you value in different ways of your life. Figure out what you can swap it out with. And once you do that, I promise you, your life is going to you're going to start maximizing your life by doing this. This helped me too. For me, just to end this off is I noticed myself spending my time around, I keep giving this example of people just not being worth my time at a certain point because there was no value being brought. And I put that energy and effort into doing what I want to do, which is just YouTube. And I'm loving this. This is providing so much value. It's really helping me with my public speaking. And it's helping me with my public speaking. It's forced me to continuously keep learning and getting better. It's helping me, how can I be more engaging? How does my demeanor come across? Making sure I'm groomed and fresh. Not that I wasn't before, but it's just all these things. So, this is all providing value to me in this way, right? And in different ways than it does for work versus when it is with my friends. My brothers. I keep saying that. So think about it like that. And I hope this helped you guys all out today. Comment below what you think and subscribe to me if you haven't already. My Instagram's in the description as well. So if you want to follow me on there, do that. And I will catch you guys next video.